good evening, everyone. Or morning, depending on when you're watching this, because I was in bed, minding my own business. As you can see, my hair is quite fluffy and ready for the sleepy times. And then along comes this Feh Channel that just wants to interrupt everything I had going on this evening. But I'm here recording it for you lovely people. So, show me some love. Show me some respect. Hit that subscribe button. Hit a like button. And let's talk about everything you need to know from the most recent Feh Channel. And what's going to be important to you moving forward into the next update. Because they talked about everything. So we're going to talk about Golden Week, Legendary Hero. Oh, I will talk to you about the Legendary Hero later. And then, of course, the update information. So let's go ahead and start with Golden Week. We knew Golden Week was coming. We weren't sure what was going to happen with Golden Week. But as it turns out, we've got Golden Week login bonus, double XP and SP event, quintuple XP and SP events. We've got Choose Your Legends Hero Fests. We've got Golden Week quests. We've got Feh quizzes. Now, I mentioned literally everything except the Feh quiz in the What to Expect Feh Channel covering Golden Week. You should listen to Big Bro. You should listen to your Big Bro Fire Emblem because he's usually right about things, okay? Sometimes he's not. And I will admit when I'm not, but usually I'm right. This is one of those cases. So in case you're wondering, Choose Your Legends Hero Fests, myself and some other people, a lot of people probably, back when A Hero Rises was being talked about, I said, hey, don't sweat the Braves. We know you're mad for Brave Dimitri. We know you love the Brave Edelgard. Just wait, okay? Just wait. Because at some point this year, maybe Golden Week, maybe half anniversary, something's going to happen for you lovely Brave Houses fanatics that's going to be much better than A Hero Rises banner, okay? Just trust us. And you said, no, I want this now. And we said, but wait. Trust, right? Listen to Big Bro Fire Emblem over here. Bam, there you go. So we're getting Hero Fests for all Choose Your Legends banners, years 1 through 3. 4. 1 through 4. We're on year 5 now. Years 1 through 4 are now getting Hero Fests, and the rates are at 5%. 5 stars. Off-focus 5 stars are 3%. That's good stuff. And guess what? We're also getting tickets for all of them. So this is a really good chance if you're trying to pick up, frankly, anybody from any of the past Brave banners that are going on. I personally will be looking after Brave Elwood because he is on my plus 10 project list. And year 3, Camilla, Alm, Elwood, Micaiah, those guys should be getting refines this year for their Brave weapons. And of course, if you were one of those who was upset that Brave Edelgard or Brave Dimitri did not make it into the top 8 or into the Brave, not Brave, A Hero Rises banner from the voting gauntlet. Here you go. You get the better of worlds now because you get tickets and you get better rates. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm sure everyone is happy about this. But just remember, if you were upset about that before, it's okay. I forgive you for not listening to my wisdom, alright? I forgive you for this, for not listening to my wisdom about this specifically. Because what we're going to talk about next, I will not forgive you for yet. By the way, if you're looking for the Feh quiz answers, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be tweeting them out, assuming that I have the right ones. But my Twitter link is in the description of every video. If you want to go check this out, this will be happening on their Twitter. I'll be keeping track of it every night, so maybe you don't have to. But in the past, the questions haven't been too bad. Sometimes they're a little bit like... some questions have been questionable. We'll leave it at that. But usually they're not too bad. But if you want to get the answers relatively easy. You can follow me. I will make sure to stay up on that this week for Golden Week. Now, let's talk about the Legendary Hero, which was announced in Ergo. I will not have a reaction for because it's right here. I believe we had talked about this, but in case... Now, I threw in some common picks. Of course, I threw in some common picks. Why wouldn't I? Micaiah, she's never not going to be something I pick. Sita, Lolina made it in. Maybe Sita can make it in. Byleth, obvious pick. Definitely getting a Legendary Hero alt at some point this year. But someone was brave enough to also mention Sigurd, who flies in the face of this male-female alternating Legendary Hero pattern that a lot of people said existed. You may all apologize to me now. And you may respect my galaxy brain from here on out, because your boy said, A, it's not going to be blue. It's not going to be green. It's definitely not going to be colorless. It's going to be red. Do you know why it's going to be red? Because they haven't had a red slot open on Legendary Mythic banners for like months. And now there's a slot open. And again, I don't know if you're aware, there's a lot of really notable swords in Fire Emblem that typically go to characters who would theoretically qualify as a legendary candidate. And I said it's going to be red. It's going to be Sigurd. That is my pick for red. Promising. There you go. So, yes, you may leave a comment saying how foolish you were for doubting me, and I will heart it and grant you a blessing of forgiveness from myself. I can't take myself seriously. Okay, anyway, but yes, I was right. Thank you for acknowledging my brain. Listen to Big Bro Fire Emblem over here. I am telling you, people, I don't do this for funsies. Well, I do it for funsies, but I do it to help. Okay? All right? Just listen. Come on. All right. So Sigurd is here. Siggy, as I affectionately call him. He is the Fated Holy Knight. And so the Feh Channel actually went on this kind of tangent about how this is how Sigurd would be had he basically lived long enough to see Seliph grow up. That's the concept for this. Ooh, I know, rough. Right in the old heart pan. That's where it hits you. But we are looking at Sigurd. We know his weapon. We know his special. I didn't grab a screen of everything else, but I'm assuming we got to see some more of his base kit based on field icons from the map. So Hollow Tearfing is his weapon. It accelerates special trigger. At the start of combat, if foe's HP is greater than or equal to 75%, grants attack speed, defense resist +5 to unit during combat. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and also, if that wasn't enough, unit initiates combat, or if foe's range is equal to 2, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 40%. That's a big number, my friends. Holy Knight Aura is also here. It's going to, at the start of turn, allow 1 extra movement. And he is a Cav, by the way, so that's 4. That turn only, does not stack. Boosts special damage by 25% of unit's attack. So, spoilers, you're gonna want an attack boon. If you're pulling for Sicky, you want him to be plus attack. And after combat, if unit's special trigger grants attack +6 to unit and all allies for 1 turn, and unit and all allies can move 1 extra space. I'm hoping that this is like a crazy cooldown, because if it's like a 2-turn, I'm gonna just die. And I didn't pay close enough attention if they did in fact show us that. So, bully. Unit allies 1 turn, blah blah blah. So, that turn only does not stack. Bonus granted to allies even if unit's HP reaches 0. So as long as your special triggers, that's all that really matters. That's a big deal. He's looking great. And I know I grabbed a screen cap showing Leaf, but this is really Sigurd. We're talking about Siggy here. He's the important one. Speaking of Legendary Heroes, we have 2 that are getting buffed. One of which breaks my freaking heart. The other one makes me very happy. Now, I know that some of you guys have come into my streams and saying, did you see the data mine? No, I don't look at data mines. I have avoided. 2021 is the year where KCB takes a new leaf, and he doesn't look at data mines that are impactful to future development type things, alright? So if we get characters data mined the day before a banner drops and it shows stats, that's fine. I'll look at that. If it's going to be like the monthly update type stuff, no, no, no. I want to be surprised. I'm out here trying to live my best life, getting each joyous moment from the day that I can. And if I know it ahead of time, then I can't go back and unlearn it. So I want to experience the happiness in the moment when I can. And all that is to say, you might know who's coming up, but I didn't. And so I was very happy to learn that number one, Ryoma was here. And this is why I'm upset. Okay, this is why Big Bro is a little sad today. All right, if you're paying close attention, Bushido 2 is going to neutralize effective against flying bonuses, deals 7+ damage. If unit speed is greater than foe's speed, reduces damage from attacks during combat and from AoE specials, excluding Rooker, by percentage equals the difference between stats times 4. That's great. Love that. This I don't love because, if you're aware, I have a +9 Legendary Ryoma. 9. +9. He was plus speed to begin with. But then, one day, I started live streaming, and someone said, why do you have so many Legendary Ryoma manuals? You should just merge him. He doesn't have any good fodder anyway. And so I merged him. Months ago, maybe even a year ago at this point, maybe even longer, I don't know. But what ended up happening was I merged so many attack speed, Reign 3 fodder pieces that I can't look at myself in the mirror anymore. So that's where I'm at with this. I guess we're just going to polish him off to the +10 and say, we meant to do this the whole time, and then just completely ignore that he's getting attack speed Reign 3. So that I can go to bed at night and not regret life choices. Alright? That's what we're going to do. And I don't want to hear anything different from you all because, frankly, I got bullied into doing it. I blame you. The stream viewers, I blame all of you. But for real, that kind of sucks. I was hoping he wouldn't get anything good. I was hoping they'd just be like, here's just Bushido 2. That's all you get. That's it. Because that's not inheritable and that doesn't hurt my feelings. But the attack speed Reign 3, that hurts my feelings. You know what doesn't hurt my feelings? My main girl. My main girl, Gunthra, up here. Chilling Steel Dose. At the start of turn, inflicts attack speed, defense res -7 on foes and the enemy with the lowest defense through their next action, and inflicts attack res -7 on foes within 2 spaces of foes on the enemy team with the lowest defense through their next actions. That's pretty nice. I like that. And she's also getting attack res solo 4, which I love. I have a plus attack Gunthra, or is she plus speed? I don't know, but we might change that. But we're going to be summoning for Gunthra as well. She's one of the older units that I had planned to do +10 because, frankly, I'm always in need of another green tome. Alright? And she's a cav on top of that, which is just beautiful. But she is one of the older units along with Ira this year that I'm actually looking to try and get extra copies of in 2021. So they are kind of on the list. And this Gunthra popping in here like she thinks she knows just kind of makes it all the better. If you're unaware, right, we knew that Robin was coming back on the remix banner in May. And then, who is it? Ephraim, Ryoma, and Gunthra were kind of MIA, right? We still don't know if Ephraim is going to be back in May or not. He might just take a little hiatus, right? Until July rolls around for the next remix banner, assuming they do end up being every other month like that. But he might pop up on this one too. But the only two getting remixed this time around are Gunthra and Ryoma, which is interesting because it seems like we're going to have everybody remixed by the end of the year, which is kind of cool. So we'll at least know what's happening, and then probably by 2022 we'll have another round of remixed heroes coming back in, which might include candidates like Lynn, Tiki, Marth, some other early-ish Legendary Heroes. Or wait, Lynn's already in the pool. Never mind. Lynn doesn't count. Lynn doesn't count. Marth and Tiki, however, do, because they are, I think, next up on the board. But either way, that's that. Then we got some updates. Alright, My Summoner. We're getting 2 new faces from My Summoner. There you go. That's them. I hope you enjoy or don't enjoy. I don't really care. That's not really my deal. This might interest you, though. We're getting new weapon types from My Summoner. This is kind of a big deal, right? Because before we only had the colorless tome option, which was great. That was fine. But now we're getting additional options, which include pretty much the entire triangle of Sword, Lance, Axe, and then red, blue, green tome. And I think the main reason for that being we are actually getting strike quests now. So if you defeat an enemy with My Summoner once, you get 20 ephemeras. If you do it 5 times, then you get 30. That's a pretty sweet gig. And frankly, I have not cared about My Summoner. It's never been a priority for me. When the new format came out and I had to use him, I was like, okay, I'll use him. But he just kind of sat in the back, right? And then the facilities, the monuments, whatever you want to call them, for the map that involved him being near somebody to activate, I just moved him where he needed to be. He was basically support, alright? We were running support. But now, with new weapon types, in addition to quests, we actually have a purpose to use him. And that's great, because before, we didn't. So it seems very much like IS is aware that probably not, I'm sure some people were, but probably the majority of people were just kind of not worried about My Summoner. It was just kind of a nice little aesthetic thing that they did. But now here they're actively saying like, hey, you should use this. Please use this. Please, God, we put so much dev time into this. Just use it. In addition to aesthetic, you get to put My Summoner into our Ether Resorts now. You can see him praising the Silver Sword as he should, because frankly, Silver Sword, am I right? Another Sonya bit, interesting. Not a lot of the Valentia love lately, but I guess having Sonya there is it's kind of nice. And then to wrap it up, the thing that I had been waiting for, frankly, for a long time, we had the friend code buff thing where we got extra slots for friends. Great, should have happened much sooner. Glad we got what we got. Barracks Space. How? Oh, how do we handle the Barracks Space for someone who has been playing since day 1 and then also capped out literally everything they have? I'm talking about people like me. Yes. And I'm not even a collector, right? So if you're a player who collects every hero in the game, number 1, I don't understand how your bank account functions. But number 2, you were probably running a little bit low on Barracks Space as it is. Now we have essentially solved Barracks Space for the foreseeable future. Because what they end up telling us in this particular portion is your reserves are basically like a secondary barracks. You have 10 reserve slots, I guess, and then each of those slots houses 100 heroes, okay, or units. That's 1,000 extra storage capacity for units. That's a lot, all right? That basically, if you have your barracks maxed right now, it's at 1,100. It basically doubles max barracks, and that is a ton of space, okay? So for the foreseeable future, honestly, for the next 5 years, realistically, you're probably fine. Even if you do collect, like, literally every hero. You're probably good. Genuinely. And this is what I was hoping to see. Something like this. Or just bigger barracks. I don't know. Didn't really matter to me. But this is great. I like this too. And that was pretty much how they wrapped up. And so that's pretty much how I'm going to wrap up too. This has been everything you need to know about what happened on the Feh Channel of April 25th, 2021. Reminder, listen to Big Bro. Okay? He was right about Siggy. He was pretty much right about all of the Golden Week events. Alright? You listen to Big Bro. I'm here for you. You're Very special. Alright, so, if that was helpful, if you found that helpful, be sure to subscribe. Come back for more. Again, we won't have a legendary reaction this month. Yeah, this month. They only happen monthly. But that's okay. We'll still be summoning when they come down. I will, of course, put out a reaction trailer if that trailer comes maybe tomorrow. We'll have to see. But we'll talk about his kit and all of that stuff. We'll still have the reaction video, but it won't be a true reaction because, frankly, we already know. Although, I already did know. I knew it would be Siggy. Yeah. So, anyway, that is it for me right now. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited about for this Feh Channel. For the update, really. Mostly for the update. I'm still waiting to see who we're going to get for refines. It'll probably be out in the next 5 days or so, towards the end of the month. Yeah, that's the one I'm waiting for now. So, leave your thoughts. But that is all I have for you right now. So, thank you again. And until then, I will catch you next time.